Today, everything was fine, fine, fine. Until round about 8:45, suddenly found myself in a bind. A bind. Was it something I said? Something I read and manifested that's bringing you down? Don't you dare come to bed with that ambiguous look in your eyes. I'd sooner sleep by an open fire and wake up fried. Say what you will, say what you mean. No, you could never offend. Your dirty words come out clean. Tomorrow, what price will I pay? Could I make it all up to you by serving coffee for two in bed? Would you then give me the time of day? I need a map of your head, translated into English, so I can learn to not make you frown. You feel better if you vent. Turn your frustrations into four-letter words and let them off on mine. The most weathered ears in town. Say what you will, say what you mean. No, you could never offend. Your dirty words come out clean. 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 Say what you will, say what you mean. No, you could never offend. Your dirty words come out clean. Say what you will, say what you mean. No, you could never offend. Your dirty words come out clean, clean, clean.
Hello everybody, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic, and that was Clean by Incubus. I've seen them live finally, and heard them sing that entire album, and it was pretty fucking cool, let me tell you, in the before times. We are going to be trying Temur again, because we tried a couple of Temur variants and had well fucking awful results. But we went ahead and got the third henge, which seems really important here. We got the fourth Goldspan Dragon, and I guess it could either be 4 Brazen Borrowers or 4 Goldspan Dragons. If I feel like the Brazen Borrower is putting in a lot of work, then I guess we're going to have to go and bite the bullet and blow a mythic on a set that's going to be, rotating in 4 months. I'd rather not, but I played this a few times off stream and had better results than the initial run. This is, of course, the version without the Take Turns card. And I think in its place, it's largely just bringing in counter magic and one more, either Goldspan or Brazen Borrower. I think in the deck that runs it, it's basically like 3 of these, none of this, and probably only 4 counter spells. And you just slam the 3 in. I do have that list if we end up wanting to try that at some point. I'd rather not spend the mythics if it ends up not being that big a factor, if it's not that much of a help in the meta. So I guess we'll see what this weekend reveals as well, because this weekend is it's not a Pro Tour anymore. What the fuck is it called? The League, a sandwich, knitting circle. I stopped paying attention when it was no longer a Pro Tour. I don't know what it is anymore. Players Tour, Magic Party. Somebody fucking tell me. I have no idea. Let's see if we can have a little better results today than we had on our previous attempt with this deck. We are still firmly in gold. We have a turn 1 Lovestruck Beast into a turn 2 Bone Crusher Giant if we want. Brazen Borrower's a little awkward here, but oh, could be the mirror. And there's our blue source right on time. Could absolutely be a mirror. This. We don't want any free card draw for you, sir. It's the Temur version. It's the Temur version. So this is the deck that is seeking to just coma us on turn 4. We're going to try to hold that off. If we can hold up Brazen Borrower, we're getting pinched on lands, which is a real bad. Could mean we lose this one. Now he's got Luca into coma, and we concede. This feels fair. This feels fair. Very fair. I suppose it had to be this as our first match back, right? Like, it just couldn't be anything else. It had to be the worst possible thing that we could come up against. Oh, boy. Okay. I don't know what you're supposed to sideboard in this case. Crush the weak hits a fair amount of their targets. Do I have a list for the Temur Luca? That's regular. It's loading too slow. Temur Adventures with Luca. Brazen Edgewall. Yeah, not really that good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you beat that if they have it curve out just like that. We did miss lands, but I don't know if this is a winnable matchup. No red, huh? I'm just playing this for red and then playing this maybe for green if we want to cast the mammoth. Prefer to draw another land here though. Getting landlocked 2 games in a row feels about par for the course. Well, shit. Gonna get to draw a free card, nothing we can do about that. So at least we'll have 5 mana, so we'll be able to play Bone Crusher and keep Sod coming up. Yeah, no free card for us. Can't afford to burn our counterspell there either. Let's see, we need double red and double green. Not much else. So I guess red here. Offer the trade. Sure. Counterspell for the first Luca here. Fuck you. Please die. I missed 2 damage because I'm stupid. I'll just play this now then. Play the land next turn to get the damage. All the free cards are yours, sir. If we bounce Bone Crusher, is he dead? No. Does buy us a lot of tempo though. Pretty good. Guess casting that is purposeless now. Yeah, that'll do it. So many fucking cards. Putting so much shit in my way too. Yeah, I guess we're just playing Obosh, right? Obosh and a token. I don't know why he wouldn't bounce Obosh.
Monsters are Cole's greatest weapons.
Yep.
Evolution provides a tactical advantage.
This fucking game, man. There's nothing we can actually do now. don't think that's a matchup we can ever win. They combo way, way, way too quick, and we just don't have the tools to get out fast enough. Like, an aggro deck absolutely eats their lunch, and we survive an aggro deck. I think that deck beats us every day. Naturally, I had to end up with an extremely unfavorable match to start the show, because that's what we're all about here. Getting frequently and severely screwed by RNG is what we're all about on this show. Now, this is a better match. We did not have our perfect of Lovestruck 1 or Edgewall 1 into Bone Crusher, but it's pretty good. Huh. No Rimrock. We were waiting for the Rimrock there. Maybe he did have it and he was just waiting for us to go first. Sure. We got our Bone Crusher. And we're drawing literally all lands. Literally all lands. Everything we have is a land. Cool. So we have double red. We have double green. Guess we need blue. Sure. It's 7 land and 11 cards. Livin' the dream. Living the dream, ladies and gentlemen. Seven land and 11 cards. Okay, let's see. 25 land. 35 other. 7 land. 4 other. Populate. 7.1%. Okay. Must have a bunch of removal, huh? Holy fuck! %. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, 26 land. That makes it 4.5%. Holy shit. This shuffler is fucking dog shit. So bad it's comical. We aggroed the aggro deck though. At least that was funny. Boy. I'll have to go make jerky with myself because I'm so salty. I would like a relatively reasonable distribution of lands and spells, please. One time. We can fetch a green, and then we have Red Cap and Sentinel on turn 2. Shadow Spear is also reasonable, but then we've got these two big boys. I don't think it's keepable. Okay, well that's worse. Fuck my fucking life. Oh God. What a spectacularly bad draw for us. Again. Yep. That's pretty good. Oh, that was my blue land. Damn it. I did not mean to put that on green. Blowing up the edge wall innkeeper. Yep. Good call, my friend. Drop a Snowland Frostbite. Robber? Ah. And you have... Wow, got my Goldie. I actually would have been able to cast that. Okay. So every bad thing could happen just happened there. Guess we're playing this on red. Stomping your face into the ground. Yeah. Getting real behind here. Uh-huh. You just saving that? Ugh, never not punished, huh? Never not punished. now we're just going to get blown out by Embercleave next turn. Oh. That's very lucky. That gives us a chance. If the top of our deck cooperates, which it probably won't. Oh, okay, he doesn't have Embercleave yet. He's got another boner boy. That's okay. That's survivable. We do need to draw a creature, though. Ooh, that's real bad for us. I should have killed the bone crusher before that, huh? There you go. Feeling pretty dead. He's got a castle and a horde of 1/1s. Yeah, it's supposed to just swing castle here. It was asking a lot to win off a mulligan to 5 on the draw. Yep. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Guess the hope is we're going to play this next turn and Greenhenge. Uh-huh. Yeah. High skill card right there. My opponent was Galaxy Omega Brain. Okay, let's see if we can, again, draw one reasonable fucking hand of 7 cards. Holy shit. In the game we couldn't possibly win. We drew pretty reasonable hands. In this game, however, 8 land and 12 cards, and then 2 lander into a 1 lander. Which is 24 and then 9.6% to happen, respectively. Come on.
Take your marks.
You're thinking way too much for mono red. Clearly you've given up at life. You're playing mono red. Let's get this over with. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. We don't need to foretell crush, we could just cast it. Interesting. Scorching Dragonfire. Well, if we can draw a 5th land, we might be in a reasonable position. I think we just do this. Kind of hoping he just swings with the Haven. He hasn't given us any good targets for Crush. Crush might actually be really bad here. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, it's not red, but it does give us Elder Gargaroth. If we Gargaroth here, and he draws Embercleave, we can still block it with the Gargaroth and trade, right? Also, he potentially dies on a backswing. Okay. Yep. Did not expect that. Well, you know, it stays like this. Now, I don't curate content. When I make content and I play games, I prefer to present them as they actually occur. I do not pre-record them and then commentate over them. I do not pre-record several dozen of them and then pick out the winning ones, the best ones. I prefer to just show the games as they go. And here we are. We played 2 games and got completely fucked by the shuffler. The second game. In the first game, we just got a bad matchup. So we're off to a lovely losing start, and we're probably going to end up with a losing finish as well. I doubt that I'm going to win the next 2. And we haven't made any mistakes here. This is the important thing to consider. We're not making play mistakes that are leading to us losing games. We're simply drawing worse than our opponents in every possible regard. We're trying to mulligan intelligently, understanding our matchups. We're always drawing one lander. I'm glad this is recorded, because this is now, 3 one-landers for my first 7 in a row? And the deck has 26 lands, which means it's almost fucking half. Almost fucking half of the deck is land. And 3 times consecutively, our 7-card hand has been a one-lander. I don't know what else I can say to convince you that the shuffler is fucked up. I don't know what else I can say. All I can do is show you that you don't get 3 like 5% results or 7% results back to back to back, because you have to X4 them each time they duplicate in that fashion, which makes it goddamn infinitesimal, fucking impossible for this to continue to happen. Yet all it does is continue to happen like fucking clockwork. Mathematically, this should be impossible. But it's all that happens. All that fucking happens when I play the game. Just guaranteed fucking loss after guaranteed loss. And we don't get to play the game. I'm here to play the game. I don't get to play the game. I just want actual games to happen. I want to see what happens when my deck draws a reasonable amount of land and gets to play against your deck. Not possible. Not fucking possible. Got no aggression up against Sultai. Yep. He's going to have Cruel on turns 5 or 6, too. Yeah, please draw one of my other 5 drops. That would be great. Thanks. Good stuff. Like this. 4 Goldspan Dragons, 1 Elder Gargaroth, 3 Henges. We've got them all. Yep. This is going to have to be the last game, folks. I don't have the patience to continue these non-games. I don't have the patience for it. I'm sorry. I tried. There's just some days you can't play Magic. Maybe the Temur pile is cursed. This will now be 2 attempts and now 5 or 6 separate games where we played Temur on stream and just gotten fucked. Do you see this? Do you see this? Please, if you're watching, if you're out there, if you know someone who works for Magic, if you are someone who works for Magic the Gathering in some capacity, I want you to show them this series of games. I want you to create timestamps of all of the first 7s we've had in the last 4 draws and show them that with a 26 land deck, we've now had 4 7-card hands in a row that started with 1 land. Okay? I need you to do that for me. I need them to know how profoundly fucking bad a job they're doing and how their product is goddamn useless if you cannot fundamentally do the thing, which is to play the fucking game. This is not allowing me to play the game. Sure, who gives a shit? It's just gonna fail. I guess we're playing the Triome, and I don't know if we're holding up Mystic Dispute. I was going to say we could hold up Mystic Dispute for a board wipe, but now that doesn't matter. Now we're playing Triome to be able to potentially play Goldspan on 5. I think we're just playing out the Bone Crusher. Yep. Gonna have a removal spell every turn, huh? Boy, is the Salty Ultimatum deck a fun and interesting thing to play against. Boy, is it the most fun, interesting, interactive pile of bullshit. Super fun. Okay, let's have, I guess, Extinction Event here. Another binding. Oh, sure. Am I supposed to add 2? So now I think we have to play Henge, because we need to make sure that if he has a removal, he doesn't get both dragons, and we're not swinging for lethal. So I think we're just playing Henge, and we'll buy Obosh. the take turn spell gives him 2 blockers, but the fact is this combo just fucks you no matter what you do. If you don't take Valky, he gets to kill the gold span immediately. If you don't take if you take the take a turn spell, that's what happens. If you don't, you get Valky'd, and you're just fucked either way. Yeah. So that's 03 today, folks. I honestly tried. I honestly tried my best. I can't seem to make any deck win right now, and it feels like it has very little to do with deck selection and a lot to do with me and the fact that I can't get reasonable draws. I can't have games that don't pivot in a way that's so obvious around luck. Thanks so much for hanging in with me and trying to watch me. And I know you're hoping I win. I know you're rooting for me, but I can't change my fate, and I am fated to fail, at least in this game, until they do something to make actual randomization a priority in this game's functionality, which we all know how bad Wizards is at fixing problems in their client. I don't think it'll ever be a realistic, a real replacement for Paper Magic, because it's just too fucked up. Like it cheats. Like the system cheats. It generates probabilities that are unrealistic in real Paper Magic. My name's been Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. If you have found any of this enlightening, please consider telling people who work for Wizards, showing them this as a reference, that their algorithm for randomization is profoundly fucked up. Consider liking, subscribing, or sharing this with people you know on perhaps your Twitter or your Facebook or wherever, so that they can see how fucked up the randomization is. And again, I think it would be best if someone made timestamps so they can go to all 4 of those 7-card hands in a row. If you can just click on and see that I got 1 landers and a 26 land deck 4 times in a row. I'll have to see you again. Later. Boom.